And I'm explaining to him, right? My explaining this to him is telling him, just because you didn't see Fade, that don't mean he wasn't there. Just like I didn't see him, that don't mean he wasn't there. I'm just saying, right?
Okay, you gotta say the earlier days, because
listen.
when you with Charlie Vaughn that time, Charlie Vaughn came to the project.
I know that.
Later.
I know that. What I'm saying, Faze, is this. If Charlie came in, right? That's what he did.
Later.
Right.
Hold on, we ain't get there.
What I'm explaining to Faze is this. We had a whole team of little rascals, right? Stanley was there, right? But he wasn't there when we did that. You understand?
Okay.
Don't mean Stanley wasn't there.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Even if Charlie was with us at that time or not with us at that time, anybody could be there. It don't mean just because you didn't see them, they wasn't there.
Right.
Just because, look, you know how many people I know in Bronxdale, and I didn't see at that time, but I know they was there.
Right.
They wasn't there.
See, you know what it is? Bronxdale is a real big project.
It's 3 projects in one.
But it's 3 projects, right? In square area.
That's what I'm
and
trying to
see, like
say.
the difference between like Bronxdale and Bronx River. Bronx River is small as far as the area.
That's like 4 or 5 buildings.
But it's big in population because it's tall buildings. But the area is small, so
Bronxdale
basically you run into
3
everybody.
Look, Bronxdale it got 3 sections, right?
And it covers a wide area.
Things may be happening in the first section we don't even know about. We'll get the info on it later, right? It's things that happen in the 3rd section that a lot of people didn't know about. They found out later. Things that happened in the 2nd section. Only reason why a lot of people knew what was going on is because when Mario brought it together, he'll bring it to the front, and that's when all of us will get together. See what I'm saying? Now we all together. Don't mean that because we was last night, phasing us was together, and Chuck City Crew was over there, that just because what they did, that don't mean we wasn't there. We just wasn't at that present time where they was at that time. That's all this is.
Can I interject for 1 second?
Yeah.
We was just talking about this the other day. BlackJack, right? Used to have me and him on the back of the building, putting our foot up against the wall and stretching our foot like that.
Teaching us the martial arts.
Teaching us karate, right? Now, nobody else would have known that but me and him.
But that don't mean they wasn't there. Not at where we was, but they could have been upstairs
in the
front of the building. They could have been bugging out in front of the building.
We was in the back of the building.
Bronxdale's a big place. A very big place.
It's just that, look, listen, phasing us, right? When we all got together, it was because we was Baby Spade and the Spades got jobs. A lot of them got jobs. So basically, left us to be where we was.
Exactly.
It just happened that BlackJack, Mario, and Willie and them just was more into us. They was more into us.
They put us under their wing.
They put us under their wing, like we ain't gonna let these dudes just go astray. So when they grabbed us, right, that's how it went. Then they started teaching us more of the martial arts, more burning. We became better burners than them because they backed up out the game. Remember when my brother and them started showing us, they were starting to hustle. They were starting to do the hustle like the Spanish people. We didn't even know the hustle at that time. We didn't even know how to hustle. They did though. So when they got, and remember they started being in the streets, they started being a little more smoother didn't be going down on the floor and all that. And remember one thing, they used to laugh at Black when they used to go down on the floor. That's where that shit came in. What is y'all doing? Why is y'all all over the floor? Don't bring that shit over here.
Khalif just told me that
I'm telling you.
Yo, Khalif just told me that the other day when he came to his house to do that. He was like, what the hell you doing?
My mom's like, what are you doing? The older people didn't want us to do it. Why you think we start rebelling? Because we start doing the things that we needed, we thought was better for us. And we start burning. So now, look, we the little rascals. We all over the place.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. We was everywhere. We the official little rascals. I know dudes that jostle from all through the Bronx and New York City. Not just in the Bronx.
Hangout.
No, man, we know dudes all over. This is why I told you it wasn't going on like that, like we was doing it. It was going, but if it wasn't as loud as we had it. We made it loud. We made it something to look at. We made it something for people to say, yo. Because remember, they didn't even like it. They shunned us. Get at it. When when Mario opened the door and that shit started popping, you know what? That's when they start saying, yo, that came from us. Oh, that came from us. Oh, get the fuck out. Listen, and to be honest with you, right? I'm gonna address a couple of people. Not gonna say, cause like I said, we ain't on that time. We ain't on putting hands and feet on you and all. We're gonna speak what we supposed to speak. But we got freedom of speech to do that.
Okay.
Why we can't speak our piece, our truth? Okay, listen. You got, right, these 13 Mockingbird Lane guys. Wherever, I call them, where we come from, we call you 13 Mockingbird Lane. That's the monsters that was on 13 Mockingbird Lane with Grandpa in the cellar and all that. We wasn't doing all that. Y'all was doing all that. Y'all was dressing like the Ziploc clothes, and that was your thing. Y'all, listen, I'm gonna tell you what you are in this game. It's funny that young dudes got to tell y'all little dudes in this game when it comes to the hip hop. Y'all the little dudes. Even though y'all the older dudes. Y'all the little dudes because y'all didn't do what we did. Just like we didn't do what y'all did. Do you understand that? Y'all weirdos that's not a weirdo. And I'm not disrespecting you. I'm telling you, the weirdos that's not a weirdo. I'm like, listen, it is what it is. 13 Mockingbird Lane. Yeah. Y'all the monsters. And a couple of y'all, what's her name? Marion? The girl, the human that was around her. You know what I mean? And I'm just giving it to you straight out. No disrespect. I'm telling you what it is. Y'all want to make this thing, listen, y'all want to make this thing more than it is. I told y'all what this is. Why you think all this is happening in hip hop? I told y'all. See, I know hip hop because I was one of the ones that created hip hop. That's why I could tell you what's happening with hip hop. That's why I told y'all. That's why everybody's going crazy. Because it's the attitude. It's the competition of it. Look, we're not even dancing. It is crazy. It's competition all over the place. Y'all not even dancing. And you're going crazy. Because it's the streets. When you bring the streets anywhere, you're gonna have this. Chaos and anarchy. That's what you're gonna have. Anytime you bring hip hop anywhere, you don't see it. You don't see it with Diddy. You don't see it with Jay-Z. You don't see it with Cameron. You don't see it with a lot of these dudes. You don't see it with Nelly. You don't see it with Snoop. You don't see it. It's right in your face. It's telling you what it is. It's telling telling you what it is.
Right.
That's hip hop. Without this confusion, it wouldn't be nothing to you. And what made it worse, see, it would have been all right, a little bit. But with that attitude made it worse, because you start getting money. What do dudes do in the streets when they start getting money? They start stunting on each other. They start acting different. And that's why this shit is where it's at today. That's why you're wildin'. That's why you're going circles. The money is not, listen, hip hop is crazy anyway. It came from crazy kids. What's wrong with you? I know what y'all thought y'all was gonna be normal. Wait. Did they think they was gonna be normal? Y'all fucking with Bronxdale. Yo, they thought they was gonna be normal. Y'all fucking with Spades. Y'all fucking with Little Rascals. What the fuck you thought you was? Listen, none of us is saying in this motherfucker.
But listen. But listen, we're adults now, right? So we gotta find solutions. We gotta do something. We gotta do something. Maybe we can balance it out with some positivity.
Listen, what I would want y'all to do is, for me, for us, is understand one thing. I want to address this. It can't be a Bronx culture.
Right, the Melly Mel thing. Let me ask you this. Melly Mel, right?
Mad as hell at me and him.
No, but listen.
Me and him.
But listen, Melly Mel, let me say this first. Melly Mel is responsible, the way I see it, he's responsible for a lot of this stuff out here as far as, Melly Mel was the one bragging on the microphone, bragging. I think he really brought that into hip hop, bragging about himself, MCing, rhyming. He trendsetted, right?
Ups to Melly.
Right, now that's what I'm saying. But